Hello students, today we will see the multiple alleles. Okay, we all know that most of the genes occur in its two alternative forms. Clear? And these two alternative forms represent the same trait. And these two alternative forms are present on the same locus of a homologous chromosome. So we have three things here. Number one, that is genes occur in two alternative forms. First point. Second point, I said that these forms, that is these alternative forms, represents same trait. Okay. Third point, I told you that these alternative forms are present on the same locus of a homologous chromosome. Okay, and this is called as alleles. Clear? So what is the definition of an allele? Allele is an alternative form of a gene which is present on the same locus of a chromosome and they represent the same trait. Now for example, the trait is height. Now height can be tall and height can be short also. If the tall height is dominant, it is represented by capital T and short will be represented by small t and small t. Okay. Now, these are the homologous alleles. Now, we can write down this also. Okay. So, what is this? These are the alternative forms of a gene represented or present on the same locus of the chromosome, and that is homologous chromosome, and they represent the same trait. Now what is the trait? Trait is height. Suppose this is present here, this is present here, and what they are representing? They are representing one trait and the trait is height. So what are these? These are alleles. Okay. Now children, what happens sometime? More than 3 alleles, they can also club together and then they can represent the same trait. And this group of alleles are called as multiple alleles because many alleles are there. So the term is very clear, that is when more than 3 alleles clubbed together, more than 3 alleles, they occupy on the chromosome and they represent the same trait, then that is called as the multiple alleles. Now what happens in case of multiple alleles? We can see from allele 3 to 20, that is maximum 20 alleles can be grouped together and then they form the multiple allelism. Clear? Now, in case of multiple allelism, definitely there will be one dominant and one recessive or more than one recessive. So dominants are always written by the capital letter and recessives are always written by the small letters. This is clear to you. And in case of multiple allelism, these genes are written as a superscript. Okay. Now we will see this, how it happens. The important example of multiple allelism that is in our course is human blood group. Now we will take the example and the example is human blood group, which was first studied by Carl Landsteiner in 1900. Okay. Now see what the Carl Landsteiner has done. Carl Landsteiner, he told us that human blood groups can be of three types. That is, human blood group contains three alleles. Now, what are these three alleles? A, B, and O. Out of the three alleles, one person can have only two alleles. So, almost we have three alleles for our blood group, but in a person, only two can be present. Clear? So, out of the three, any two can be present in the body to form our blood group. Okay? Now see, with the help of these three alleles, we can make four different types of blood group in case of human beings. Now, what are these four different types of blood group on the basis of these three alleles? We can have blood group A, we can have blood group B, then blood group O, and combination is AB. Clear? So, what the Carl Landsteiner had told us? That is, we all contain three alleles for our blood group, and out of the three, one person can have any two. Clear? Now, on the basis of these three alleles, we can have four different types of blood group. Now, regarding blood group, I have taught you that is all it contains antigen, and because of the antigen only we have the specific type of blood group. Now, see, I'll revise it in a short explanation. Suppose this is our blood cell, and on the surface of the blood cell, if we have a protein called as antigen. Clear? Now, what is protein? Protein is also called as antigen. If we have antigen A, then our blood group will be A. If a person has antigen B, then the person's blood group will be B. Now, there is a law of codominance also, and there may be the possibility because both of them are in the dominant condition. So, there may be possibility that the human blood cell contains both the antigens, and in that case, suppose this is antigen A, this is antigen B, then a person's blood group will be AB. Okay? If a person's body does not contain any antigen, then the blood group will be O. So, on this basis, what conclusion we draw? That is, A is a dominant trait. Along with this A, B is also dominant, but O is recessive. Okay? So, this is about the multiple allelism. Now, I told you that when we are talking about the multiple allelism, then the alleles are written as a superscript. Now, we represent the blood group by a letter I, and we represent the antigens, or we write the antigens as a superscript. For example, suppose if I used to write capital I, and if I write A here, then it means the blood group of a person is A. Like this. Clear? Now, I can write I, B, and B. This is again blood group B. Even I can write A and B. Now, the blood group is AB. Now, what are the conditions? Other condition? If I used to write A and O, then the blood group of a person will be A, because O is recessive. Now, these things are clear to you. Even I can write B and O. Definitely heterozygous, but the blood group of a person will be B. Now, there is only one situation when the recessive, they will represent themselves when both the alleles will be of the same homozygous recessive, and in that condition we can write down the blood group of a person is O. And this is the reason, children, because it is recessive in nature, this is the reason that O blood group is very rare. Clear? Now, if these things are clear, then at least we can do one question, and from that question the point will be clear to you. Clear? Now see, suppose the blood group of a parent is A and A. Then what will be the possibilities of blood group in children? Now see, suppose if the father is A and mother is also A. So how the father and mother may become A? Like this also, or they may have this also. Clear? That is, father may be this, mother can be this, father can be this, and mother can also be this. So what will be the possibilities in children? The children may have A and O. How A and O? Suppose the father is also this and mother is also this, then they will cross. If they will cross, then child can have this. Then, what is the impossibilities in the children? We can write down A, B and B is not possible. Clear? Second, suppose if the father is A and B, then possibilities in children. Children can be A, B, AB and O. All four. Reason. Suppose father is A and O and mother is B and O, then the blood group in children will be AB, AO, BO and OO. So what will be the blood group? AB, ABO. So if the parents have blood group A and B, then children can have any one of them. Impossibilities, nothing. Okay. One more condition. Now I am erasing this. One more condition. The parents may be A and AB. Okay. Once again, A and AB. Then, possibilities in children. It can be A, B as well as AB. And what is not possible? O is not possible. Understood? Now see how O is not possible. Suppose if A blood group is there, then what I can write? And another one is also A. And suppose the mother is AB. Okay. So the blood group of mother is AB. If they will interact, there will be blood group A. If they will interact, blood group will be AB. If this will interact, once again A, and if this will interact, blood group will be AB. Clear? So there is no O. Now suppose in the same cross, we can see the second condition. Father is A and its another gene is O. Mother is A and B. Suppose if it will cross, son will be A, child will be A. If this cross, child will be AB. If this crosses, then also A, because O is recessive. So O will not represent itself. So again A, and if this will cross, then B. So what is impossible? O blood group is impossible. Okay. One more. If the child is having, like if the parents have the blood group B and B, then definitely child can have blood group B and O. And impossible will be AB and A. Now you can draw the cross like this and understand what I mean to say, that if the parents have blood group B and B, clear? Then suppose if I am writing this B, what I can write? Either I can write IB or IO. This will also be IB. Suppose another one is O. Then possibility will be definitely either B or O. There is no chance of blood group A and AB. So children, this is all about the blood group and the multiple allelism. Clear? Now you revise this, and in your textbook some points are given like this, what I have taught you here. You just see that and try to cross each and every trait. Okay.